Hi everyone, good afternoon. Thank you for coming to join me again. I'm just continuing with my French Blue Spring Blossom journals. I've just done a little bit of stitching and I thought I'd just show you what I'm going to put in the journals. I've done one for each, and all it is a piece of fabric that I've just hooked over the paper clip, and then I've just attached some fabric and some lace and a couple of buttons, and I thought that was quite pretty, and I thought that I would put that just on those pages just to hold that flap shut, and I thought that was quite nice as part of a decoration in there. So I've done that, and I also did something, oh yes, I did this flip. So I've done a same but different in each of the journals. So these are just it's one of Andrea's kits where she's got lots of different things that you cut out in different sizes, and I just took them and glued them on the side of the page because it's a flip out, and then I've put a little Tim Holtz girl sitting on that with a little butterfly, and this one's got one the same but different, if you know what I mean. Somewhere here we are, with the lady on, but it's the same kind of thing, it just flips out. I did these with you last time, stitched around them, and I've decorated on the back as well now. I decided to put a little something, and that's just somewhere that you can write. So they've both got one of those in as well. And I thought I'd just carry on and do a little bit more in these, and just bring you along with me. Oh, that's the other one that we decorated. And so I've put the lady there, and then I've just put some more decorating there as well. So they're both on there. I did those two. I think we did those last time, didn't we? That's got the flip on it. I've added a piece, oh, it's difficult to see all of these tall journals, isn't it? I've added a little bit of the what Carol doesn't know what to call it strip on there, and I thought we'd start with a pocket on here. So I've kind of got to the stage where I like to go through the journals and have a look at how fat it's getting and where else I want to put pockets, and then I perhaps make a few notes as to what I want to do. So these are pockets that come with the kit, and I thought I'd like to definitely use these, and I'm going to put the pocket on there, and that should fit okay. And I've also used one of the strips that Carol doesn't know what to call it on there as well. So what do I want to do with this? I think I want a little bit of fabric along that edge, because that's where that's where a card is going to get put in and out of there. So I just want to add a little bit of strength down that piece. So I'm going to do that. Don't have to, you know, it depends on the strength of the copy paper, but I couldn't remember what it's actually quite stiff, this. I think this is about 100 GSM, so it's not as if it's just normal thin copy paper, but I always think it doesn't hurt just to have a little bit of strength on it. I found my other scissors that I couldn't find last time, and guess what? They're where they should have been, in my little box, hiding. So these come with the kit, and there's two to a page, so the other one is going in the other journal. And I thought that I would quite like to use one of the Tim Holtz girls and sit her on a flower. But then I thought it doesn't really look as if she is sitting on the flower. Sorry if I've not asked you all how you're okay. I got straight into it, didn't I? Oh dear. So yeah, I thought she might look nice sitting on a flower, but then you can't really see her sitting on a flower. So I've got these that are from the same kit that I did the flip out page, that I just showed you, from Andrea's kits. And I can't remember what it's called. I think it's the latest one that she brought out with the French ephemera on it. And I thought it might be nice not to cover up the butterfly if I can help it, but to just sit the little girl on there. Yeah, I had two of them because I wasn't sure which I would like. I quite like the one with the pink round it, I think. That's a little bit light. I think she disappears into that one too much. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that on there, and I am going to sit the little girl on it like that. Okay, now let's do that. I don't know how many more of these videos I'll do. This one may be the last one that I do of making the pockets, and then I might just make the ephemera without you. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just quiet because I want to get that straight-ish. So yeah, I don't know how many more of these I'll do. I think she looks quite cute on there, doesn't she? I don't know if I've got... Do I want to add another butterfly? No, it looks like it's coming out ahead, doesn't it? What else have I got? I don't think I've got any other little bits around that I could use. They're all quite big bits now. No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do, unless I want to put a Tracy label on it, which I might want to do. Looks like she's been in lessons, doesn't it, with numbers? That's a bit big. You can never find the right one that you want, can you, when you look to use it? I think I've used that one somewhere else already. I like that one actually, so I think I will put that on there. Unless there's a word. I don't want to put a count you on it. And I haven't got any little French labels. No, I think... Note. Oh, actually, I like that one. I like the red against that. So I'm going to use that. At least I would, but it's immediately stuck to my glue page. There we go. Sorry, I'm just putting some glue on that little word. I want her to sit somewhere there. So I think I'm just going to put that there. A bit higher, I think, so she's not actually touching it. There we go. That one can go in there. And then I think I'll just stick that on there. I'm using the stronger PVA glue that I've got on this one, just because it's card. Oh, she's so pretty, isn't she? There we go. Stick her on there. Actually, I'm going to take this page out, and then we can perhaps work on this pocket as well. Because that needs doing as well, doesn't it? And then that's going to go on there. Do I want that to be... I think I do. I am going to do it as a 3. I'm going to glue this down. Sometimes you can just glue it on 2 sides, can't you? But I think I will have it as a 3-er. So let's have a look at getting that on the page. I have got quite a lot of ephemera to make for this. Both of these journals, and that's the thing when you make 2, isn't it? It takes you twice as long. That's okay. I'm not in a real hurry to get it finished. There. So that can dry on there. While we look at this pocket. Now, I don't know if you remember, but we did this. I just need to cut a notch in the top, don't I? We did this a couple of videos ago. That's not bad. So I wanted to do that as a top tuck, so that's going to have a really long tall pocket in it, so that's fine. But I only wanted to glue it on 3 sides and have it as a side tuck as well, and I think I am still going to do that. But I'm just thinking as I come to that I might want to do something else with it as well. I might not put anything behind it, but I think I will still have the option to. But I'm thinking, because I can see in front of me, I've got a little bit of vellum. So I think I'm going to make an extra pocket out of the vellum to go on it. So I'm being quiet because I'm kind of thinking what I want to do. So I'm going to cut. How wide is that? 7 and a bit. So if I want to do this on the other one, I need to find another piece. This isn't vellum, I've told you a fib. It's tracing paper. And I think what I want to do is make a couple of pockets to go on the front of this. But what I'm going to do before that is I'm just going to fold over the edges, because I like to, if I'm using vellum, I like to have it so it tucks around. It just gives that little bit extra space, is what I'm trying to say. So it will be glued on the back, but what I want to do is make 2 pockets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it like that, so that that's on there, like so. It's 1 pocket, but then I want to put this on there like that as the second pocket, and that is what I want to do. So all I need to do is fold those back the opposite way, which is fine, except I can't see the line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink the top of this. So this is quite a heavyweight tracing paper that I've got, and in the UK I get this from Hobbycraft. It is a little bit expensive, but it lasts me a long time. You know, I've had this a couple of years because I don't use it that often. So I'm going to put that on there, line the bottom up, and you'll notice that I'm not closing the bottom at this point, at this stage right now. So I'm going to put glue on there and glue that shut. Turn it round, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. Like that. So that then gives a pocket. Can you see that pocket there? And no, it's not closed at the bottom, and I haven't forgot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this pocket on there, like that. But I'm also going to turn this one up at the bottom so that it closes both of those pockets off. So I just need to cut those corners. Does that make sense? So then that will go on the bottom there. Let's just ink it. Put the glue on my lid on my glue. Just want to ink it so it just defines that edge. Now I could decorate this and put something on it, but actually I think the fact that you can see through it, and you can see through that one obviously more than that one, for me that's enough decoration. I'm happy with that, but you could actually put more on if you wanted to. And then I'm just going to glue that onto the bottom there, and then by gluing across the bottom, that's going to close that up as a pocket, and it'll close the first pocket that we put on as well, if that makes sense. And of course you can do this with any kind of pocket that you've made. You know, put an extra pocket over the top of it in vellum. Just that little bit different, isn't it? And because I've gone round, oopsie, trying to put the lid on that ink. Because I've gone round the tops, you can just see those a little bit. But I've got a pocket just there, and I've got a pocket there, and I've got a pocket just there. So that's lots and lots to fill up, isn't it? And I'm going to put just a little bit of this paper in, because now I've put the notch, you can see the paper behind it. I just want to be able to see a little bit of pink in there. I don't think I've ever done a pink kind of pink journal before, you know. It's always good to do something that you've not done before, I think. Never easy trying to get a bit of paper in. I'm just going to cut the top of that off, because that paper I've put in has just got a lip of some other paper on it, and I'm just worried it'll catch. Probably won't. There we go. So that is going to glue on here. So I'm going to glue 1, 2, 3. I am going to leave it with an option. I may put some paper behind there. Got something stuck on there, look. But it's already got 3 pockets on it, hasn't it? So this is the side I don't want to glue. So let's just put some glue on the other sides. Glue it on well. Oops. And I don't want it right up to this, sorry, I don't want it right up to this edge or too close to the centre. So it's glued 1, sorry you can't see, it's glued 1, 2, 3. There we go. I just want to make sure I haven't glued that bit up. No, I haven't. So that's those 2 pages done. I think that's pretty. That will look pretty, won't it, when it's got things in the pockets there. So I like that. Okay. So where are we up to now? We've done that one, done that one. We've just put that pocket on there. I'd already put this snippet roll. I bet you're all shouting at me, aren't you? It's a snippet roll. I get there in the end. I'm not going to put anything on there, and I don't think I'm going to put anything on there. I was thinking, I've written myself a little note, look. Side pocket and paper clip. So what was I going to put on there? I think what I wanted to do on that was use this paper to make a side, so that something that clips in, so you can take it out if you want to, but it will have a journaling card in there. So I think I might get it ready, but whether I will actually use it, oopsie, because she tries to step over the mess on her floor quite unsuccessfully. I've now got Tim Holtz labels scattered all across the floor. So I think that I am going to fold. Thinking, folks. Obviously I don't need that to be. Right, so I'm going to do a little fold, because I want to fold the edge under of this paper. Oops. Be good if I got it on the same mark as before, wouldn't it? There we go. So if I fold that in, it just strengthens that little bit of that edge, doesn't it? then I need to glue that down. Because I think, well, I don't know if I've got enough to make one for each of the journals out of this paper, but you never know, there might be. And I think that I want to have it kind of like that. This is just scrapbooking paper. I've no idea what scrapbooking paper it was. It was just loose in my drawer. So it's just short of, so if I do about 5 and 3, how low down would we like it to go? I don't want it to be a great big one, because I want it to have a journaling card in. So I'm looking for something that's enormous. If I do 5 and 5.5, 5.5s to there, and then that's 6, so 5 3/4. 5 3/4 is there. Yeah, just over 5 3/4 will give me 2. So I'm just going to put that over with the other journal. Now I know that I can't have this wider than, it's going to clip in. It's just going to clip in. It might have to clip that way because I've just, is there I think it goes that way. So I might have folded the paper back to front, but actually that doesn't, it really doesn't matter because it's not gluing in or anything. So I'm trying to think how wide this is. 4 inches. So I need this to be less than 4 inches. So I'm going to go 3.5. 3.5 would be fine. I could stick that back on there, couldn't I? I'm just thinking what's best to do. Sorry, folks. I might like to add some other colour to that. One moment. Let me just pause you while I just rummage. One moment. Okay, I've just found this piece, and I am going to stick that on the inside. And then this is going to get stitched all around. That's what I've decided I'm going to do. So I am going to just not cut that piece of my journal page. I'm going to snip that off there. And I'm going to put glue on this. I've got so many bits of paper laying around, you know, no matter what I do, I'm ending up gluing on something that I didn't want to glue on. And I haven't yet been able to get out. Well, I have got out, but I haven't yet managed to replace my glue stick. So I think I'm going to put that on there like that. Squidge it well in. Cut the bottom off. Trim it at the top and down the edge, because obviously I never get the piece of paper I'm gluing on dead level. Just trim that bottom bit there. And then, oh, I have put it the right way. I thought I'd done it wrong again. Put a notch in this. Out there, that'll do. And then that I'll stitch, I'm not stitching it to that, but I'm going to stitch all the way around there, and then that will just paper clip into there, and it'll have a journaling card in. So you can remove it and you can still journal on this bit, but you've just got somewhere that you can put another journaling card. So I hope that makes kind of sense what I've done. And I'm just going to clip it in there so I can remember that's where it goes. So that's what that would look like on there. Still can't make my mind up if I've got that the right way up or not. It's going that way now. I think it is. It goes different ways, doesn't it? Because that one goes down and then that one goes up. So I think it's either or. That's definitely going up. There was no right or wrong with it, I don't think. So that's going to go that way in there. That's the way it's going now. Okay, let me just get that back together. Do you know, for a minute I didn't think I'd switch the video back on. Oh, panic. No, we'd got past that bit, hadn't we? I'm going to make another one of those that we made in the other one. I've got those ready to go, so I'm not going to do that with you. Just done that, we've done that. We've done that one. Long envelope over the page. Right, let's have a look at this one. Right, so on the back of this, these are a couple of pockets that Andrea does in her kits, and I've cut them out. I think these are from the Spring Blossom, but I thought they looked lovely on that green. Hope you can see it. So they are going to stick on there like that. So let's get those stuck on, because I know that's where they're going. And then I'll put some journal cards in those, or some little tags. So I want these to be about, I don't know if you can see, that one's going to go about there. I want that one to go about there. Committed myself. Here we go. That one's in. And then this one as well. There we go. It would be nice if I can get them kind of under each other. That's not bad. We don't aim for perfection. And I may put some little labels on those. It depends what I end up putting in as a tag. So you could, I mean, they are beautifully decorated and I don't think they need anything. And and I can't look at my Tracy labels because I've just kicked the pot all over the floor. So that's not going to happen. So I'll go back and look at decorating them later. But I wanted to put a pocket on here. And so what I think I'm going to do is make it out of this one. So it needs to be big enough, not wide, not too wide to go on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this and then I'm going to lay it on there and fold that so that it's not bigger than this page, but that these two papers overlap. Let's just put that one out the way now. Can you see that they overlap each other? And then I want a little bit at the bottom to fold up, like that. So let's cut out the extra that we don't need on there. So I'm going to cut that at a very slight angle. And I'm going to cut that one as well. Like that. So they will go like that and that will fold up there, like so. And then this will fold over to be the flap. So it's like a tall, thin envelope. I'm cutting that at an angle so that we can get things inside the pocket. You'll see what I mean in a moment. I might need to trim those two edges just to be the same. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so if we're to put this together, that will go like that, and that will be the flap, and then that will hang over like that. So that will be on the other side of the page, and we'll decorate this, and then it's a pocket like that, so you can still get something in and out of there. So I'm happy with that. Sorry, I'm leaning all over you. I don't want to close it up just yet because I know that I'm going to be decorating the other side, and I might want to stitch because I think I want to put some lace on it, so it might get stitched. It might get stitched through. Okay, so I think what I want to do is put a pocket on here. Do you know, I love this paper. I'm just wondering, I don't want it so decorated though. This will do. This will do indeed. So all that I want to do is I want a little pocket to put on the front. So I don't want it to be any more than 3. So if I go, I'm just going to cut that, and I'm sure that I've got more than I need there, which is fine. So I want to do a bit at the top to strengthen it. I want to fold the edges in. And the other edge will fold in. So it will sit on there as a pocket. Is that about straight, do we think? Probably not. And then I want the bottom as well. Okay. So that's my basic pocket, isn't it? So let's get that just snipped down. I don't need all of that. This is quite sturdy scrapbook paper. I very rarely use my scrapbook paper. I just forget it's there. It's under a pile of books. I tend to go to books first. So that's the top. So I'm going to close that. Oh, glue's empty. The glue takes it. Right. Let's put that there. And I'm going to put a notch in the top. Like that. And so that is going to be a pocket on there. And I think I want to put something on it. I've got these images of Andrea's. I don't know if they're too small. Let's just tear them out, shall we? I've got her larger ones. These are her latest kit. I think it's called Mother's Love. And they are just gorgeous, aren't they? Really cute. I quite like that one in the middle, but it might blend in too much on the paper that I picked to make the pocket. Looks a bit lost on there, doesn't it? Let me think about this for a minute. Sorry folks, I thought I'd switched it back on and I hadn't. I've got this paper that's Andrea's, and I'm thinking that if I do it like that, if I put that at a bit of an angle and then that one at a bit of an angle, I think that looks quite nice. I don't know if you can see it. It makes that one stand out a bit more from the background. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Looking for the ink. I just wanted to ink round because I've torn this paper. So I just wanted to ink round the edges on both of these. Somewhere I'd printed I'd stamped. Get it the right way up, I think. I'd stamped some paper with a couple of, I think I've used them. I think this does have a right and a wrong, doesn't it? So I think that could go like that on there. Yep, I like that. And then this one, just making sure I get the ink all the way around the edges on this. Oops. Put that on there like that. You get to a stage sometimes where you just feel that you're bombarded by so many bits of cut paper all around me. So that would go on there like that, which I like very much. Okay. What have I got? What have I got? What have I got? I've got that lace there. Oh, that might look nice, mightn't it? So I think I am going to put that lace on there. Okay. So I might end up sewing this. I'll see how it dries. But that lace, that's the wrong side, I think. And I want it hanging off the bottom a little bit. This glue that I use is actually really good for sticking things like lace on. It does stick really, really well. It's just a case of being patient until it has sticked, which I'm not always patient. Make sure I don't cut that pocket off, hey? There. So that's that on there. But I think I want something across the bottom of that. Oh, that looks pretty. So I am going to use that. I know that I will have to stitch this on, or do I prefer that? That way around. I think I like the touch of pink. I do like the touch of pink. Oh. So that can go across the bottom of this one. Make sure I get it the right way. On there like that. Yeah, I like that. So I am going to stitch across this one because it's hanging off the bottom, so bear with me. Okay, so I've stitched that bit of lace on there, so now I just need to put all my envelopes together. I've stitched the bottom of this one on because I just thought it might stay in place a little bit better on the lace than if I just glued it. So I'll stitch that on, and then I'm just going to glue the pocket on. If I can pick it up. Goes on there like that. Okay. And then I can close this envelope up. So I'm going to put some glue down that edge, and I'm going to glue down that edge. Join them up, and then glue across the bottom there, close my pocket. There we go. So there we have a pocket that is going to go over there like that. So it's going to hang on there like that. And then on this side you'll see that. I might want some lace on there, mightn't I? What do you reckon? If I put some lace on that bit and then let you go. What have we got? Got that lace. That's quite nice. I've got this one with some flowers. Got cotton on it. I quite like those flowers actually. Get those bits out of the way, eh? So I'm going to glue those on there like that and just have them hanging over just slightly. So lots of glue. Which way does it go? That way. Put it on there like that. And then when it's dry, I'll just make sure that these bits here are glued on, look. Just to make sure it's going to stickety-stick. There we go. That's on good and proper. Job's a good one. So that then will go on that page like that. I want to get rid of these bits of lace. So it'll hang there like that. And then I'll put a paper clip on this side and you'll see those flowers on there. There we go. So I'm not far off actually doing all the pockets for this. Sorry, I know I keep reaching in front of you folks. I'm sorry. So that's going to go on there like that. I'm just going to leave that sticking up a bit because those flowers are still wet. I was thinking whether to put this in here and have it as a flip out. I may do. And then that was going to be a lace belly band across there on both of them. And that's the only pockets that I need to do really. The rest are done. So I think we're not far off decorating it. So I hope you like what we've got. Let me know if you've got a favourite part. But I do like the way that turned out. Nice little pocket there. And I will catch you next time. So take care, folks. Bye.